Hey everybody, welcome to the video. This is Champagne, and today we're doing a settlement tour here in Fallout 4 of Croup Manor. This is a little out of the way. If we go back, watch, look at the map. It's all the way over here on the right side of the map. It's kind of secluded. There's really only one solid road through here, and then if you go through like Libertalia behind me, it's kind of a pain in the ass to get here. But this is what I decided to do with this settlement. So in my lore, I'm actually done with the main story. I kind of sided with... I'm not going to spoil it. But this is like sort of like a little hotel. It's got a couple shops, and it also serves as something special for our Minutemen. So what we're going to do, show you guys here. This is on PS4. I did recently get a PC, so I have a couple of settlements here that I'm going to go ahead and show you guys on the PS4, and then eventually I'll start making settlements over on the PC, and we'll go from there. So this is the main road leading up here. I did build a couple of these turrets, these little makeshift turrets. They're scattered pretty much throughout the area, the surrounding areas, just to be camouflaged from would-be intruders. You know, I built this tower right here. Oh, we're stuck. I built this tower as a little watchtower. One of our Minuteman guards here, so she actually saw me come in. She saw me a mile away. She kind of polices the whole area from this side. As you can see here, modest little setup. She has a radio, goes back to the main settlement just in case she needs to get in touch with anybody. If we go back down here, I'll show you guys this. Now this is, I built sort of like a little bar. So in my story, my little lore that I have going on, see, here's this guy, kind of put some chairs out here. He's selling all kinds of goodies. In my story, this is kind of like a thriving little fishery. They do transport goods back and forth from Kingsport Lighthouse, just across the way. That's another one of my Minutemen settlements. I'll probably be there probably in an episode or two. I'll show you guys what I did over there. But they take these boats kind of throughout the whole area. They catch fish. They bring them here. Feed the people pretty much. So this is kind of what I built out of this little space. I am using a handful of mods here on the PS4 to make all of this possible. So if you guys do want the mod list, let me know. I'll probably put it down in the description. But for this one, I have like extended settlement sizes. So the settlement originally, I think, just goes up to where I built that wall. And this one, the settlement goes, I think, all the way to the end of the road. It's pretty far. Over here, I decided to make this little, kind of like a tent city. I only have two, but this is where a couple people live. They hang out. They're not necessarily associated with the people here, but they know that this is a fairly safe area. I think in-game, I only get a handful of raids here from, I think super mutants will come from there. Raiders will come from over there, but with the defenses we have set up, it's never really a problem here. And in my story, this is just seen as normal settlement from majority of the Commonwealth. So they know that there's not much here. But you can see she has pretty, not too many belongings. But if we go a little bit up over here, I'll show you what that is in a sec. We'll go through the main gate here. So right away, there's no traders here, but I put the trader area right here in front. They kind of stay out. They only go in there for business purposes, for the food and stuff. But they have this little rest area. They sleep here. They kind of hang out here. They'll keep their Brahmin over here. They'll hang out. Everything here is placed. Like I said, I am on PS4, so some stuff is like maybe floating a tiny, tiny bit, but do what you can when you're on the P4. Over here, around this scaffolding, they're building just a Minuteman statue. I didn't know too much what to do with this little area, so I made the most out of it. See, I have all these little construction supplies, kind of just telling a story about what's going on right here. There's the settler beacon, just in case they want to call some new people in. Acts as a radio beacon. So you can see we built the wall entirely around the settlement. Up here, we do have sort of like a wall, a little watchtower. Another one of our Minutemen guards. Sort of watching that. If anybody comes out of the sea, or like I said, in-game, you'll get raids from that way, which doesn't really make any sense, because it's like, once you kill a group of people from here, where are more people going to come from? But, who am I? I built this all the way around, so it is like blocked off all the way. She kind of alternates over here. She'll come and then she'll go over that way. We put a windmill down, some turrets. That's part of the wall again, so it's completely walled off. On the other side, as you guys know, it's a cliff, so there's really no ways of getting in for would-be invaders. Down here, love when that happens, we put the farm. I felt like it made the most sense with it being the most, the biggest area with dirt and grass and these leaves, I guess, on the ground would be the best agricultural area. So they have a ton of different plants, you know, the carrots, the mut fruit. They sink into the ground sometimes. There's nothing you could do about it. More textures on the wall. Now the cool thing that I built around here, as you come down, you'll see another turret just to keep out any would-be invaders try to go around from the sea. Little rest area here. What we do is we built this water purification kind of makeshift system here. So as you can tell, it's along the rocks, so it's not the easiest to collect the water. The fresh water, they have to haul it up on the barrels. They throw it on the dolly. We have a little boat here with some supplies on it. It's kind of like an escape boat. I'll tell you more about it in a sec. But yeah, so they kind of just wheel it up. That was, I thought, one of the more lore-friendly ways to kind of how this settlement would get their water. I didn't really put anything around here. I'll show you guys the whole place. So this is, like I said, the farm. Happy lives. Now if we come up over here, I'll show you guys more of this area. So again, walled off. Turrets here just in case. This is like a little ease of access area for the patrons that live here. They kind of have like this boardwalk style place to just come and eat. So sometimes settlers will come hang out here. Not often, but when they do, they have a nice little view. And then, like I said, the stairs kind of link right back here to the little bar that we built down there. So it serves a purpose. Like I said, turrets are all around here, so it's almost as safe as you can get here in the Commonwealth. Around this side, I didn't put anything in this bus. I use it just in case there's ever an invasion from here. Someone can, you know, shoot out, still be protected with the wall. This guy, I guess he's stuck. This is his guard post right here. He kind of patrols just the back, you know, so he keeps an eye out on the sea. And any would-be invasions, just in case, you know. Can't be too careful out here. So I'm going to go back around, show you guys. This is the front. This is kind of how I built it. Any kind of additions I put onto it, I'll go over now. I hate that these guys just kind of walk around. They just go wherever. I thought about putting a trough down to just keep her there, but... So right here, I built this little... She's actually part of the Atom Cats. This is a little armor repair shop. So if you're traveling with some combat armor or some power armor, you could bring it here. She'll go ahead and fix you up. Like I said, she has all kinds of goodies, typical of the Atom Cats, you know. And they'll go ahead and soup up your power armor. When you come in here, this is sort of like a little waiting area if you're going through the repairs. Right here we do have this kind of double-sided general store. So he runs the whole thing. He's like the shopkeep, the innkeeper. But yeah, if you're over here taking care of business, you can come buy some supplies while you're waiting. Down here in this area, I built a little restroom the best way I could. You can't go in there. It won't let you like take the door down on the P4 to build in there. So we just kind of built just a humble little bathroom best we could, you know. Try to keep the smell down. In our lore, we'll say that that's the plumbing room. So yeah, I kind of fixed the house up here. Still a couple holes here and there. You know, they're doing the best they can with what they've got. But like I'm saying, this guy here, he runs the whole show. So he has all kinds of random goodies that he's collected and traded, bartered for. And there is a room to rent, so you do speak to him whenever you're on your travels. Through here, we built this kind of nice scale bar. It's more like a restaurant. She gets food. Obviously, it's local produce. It's right outside. Takes care of things here. So I'll show you sort of what the dining room looks like. At night, it's really cool. These like colored lights. This is a mod. Changes kind of the atmosphere of the room. This is like a little outside dining area. Well, it's inside, but you get the point. It's a view. This is where everybody comes, you know, after their shifts end. I think it's at like 8 p.m. Everybody will come and hang out here. They'll hang out at the bar. Now, if you do rent a room from our lovely innkeeper, he'll send you up here. And he lets you know that, hey, you know, you stick to your room. The bathroom's downstairs. You don't go to the third floor. The third floor is off limits to guests. So we'll see here. This is like I said, this is completely redone, obviously. You know, did the best we could. I'll go ahead and show you guys this room. So this is the little, like, sort of room, apartment you can kind of rent. Looks like the last person that's staying here. Writing something. It's a little bit of a view, you know. Nice little bed. Would-be coat rack. Place to keep your belongings, your caps, your cash. Whatever you might need, you stay in here. There's a little common area. Again, didn't really have the materials to fix the whole place up. These are some of the rooms for the people that live here. So here, I believe, is one of our farmers. He stays in this little area. As you can tell, room with a view, but humble little living situation. There's his belongings. Doesn't have too much. In here, we've got a double bedroom. So this kind of how I wanted to maximize the space, put as much stuff in here as possible. A little privacy curtain. Tons of rooms, or tons of windows, excuse me, for them to look out, just in case, you know, you're up here when an attack occurs or something goes up. There's always something going down in the Commonwealth. Now, the third floor, let's be careful. Like it says, no trespassing. The reason that it's off limits is because here is where our special forces for the Minutemen reside. This is their base of operations. So see, if you're even caught coming up here, they have a guy on duty. You'll be promptly asked to leave. If you're difficult, obviously, you can imagine what happens. So through here, in the original settlement, this whole area is gone. It's completely gone. There's like a little bit of the roof left from the floor below. So we completely rebuilt this. Acts as kind of like a storage shed. It's where one of them sleeps. You know, all kinds of different supplies, files they might have needed. You know, but it's not too much, just in case the position's ever compromised. They can go ahead and pack up and leave. So these are more of the Minutemen Special Forces. Like I said, they have meetings up here. This is how they communicate with the rest of the Commonwealth. They see what's going on. Total aerial view. so they can go ahead and keep an eye on everything that's going on. See, they see all the traders coming in and out of town. They know exactly what's going on. They're in with the innkeeper, obviously. Everybody around knows what's up, but it's very hush-hush. These guys, they're the Minutemen that carry out operations throughout the Commonwealth that normal Minutemen can't do. You know, whether it's covert operations on some raiders, intel on some strongholds from super mutants, whatever the case may be. So I'll go ahead and show you some of their living quarters. This is where the captain stays. Captain's barracks are pretty nice. He's got a cool little bed. You know, like I said, they don't have too much. The reason is they only have that escape boat that's outside, if you guys remember. So if this position is ever overrun, ever compromised, what they do is they pack up, they hit the boat, and their instruction is to go to Kingsport. Like I said, that's a bigger Minutemen settlement. It's a little more protected. So that's these guys' instructions if this place is ever overrun by raiders or mutants, Brotherhood of Steel, whoever may be wanting to go in on this territory here. This is where majority of the Minutemen stay. So in here would be, you know, grenades, guns. They have their armor. Humble living quarters, you know. Nothing too fancy. All these boards here placed by hand. Their job isn't to completely renovate this, turn it into a home. It is a base of operations at the end of the day. So here they would be, you know, working on guns, for example, having a quick meal in between their shifts. As you can see here, if the position's ever overrun, they can fire support from up top here. Here, a telescope just to peek at Kingsport. Kingsport also has one, just so they can kind of keep an eye on each other. If anything's ever going on, the radio, they can communicate. They can at least see what's going on. I guess a couple more belongings here. And that's really pretty much it. This is like not too big of a settlement. It didn't take me too long. I had a blast creating this one. I really did. In line with the lore and just the way I set it up with the people here. Really happy with how this turned out. Show you a little bit here. The back area, there's not much, but this is like the end of it. I don't know what he's doing. He's chilling. Just in case anybody ever wants to lay out here, sit down, catch some rays. So yeah, if this place is ever overrun, they just come down, right onto the boats, right on out of here, and they're good to go. That's pretty much it for this one, guys. If you liked it, please click that like button. Remember to subscribe, hit the notification bell for the next settlement video. I will be doing these as frequently as I can. There's no permanent schedule yet. But as I put more videos out, we'll go ahead and get a schedule ironed out for future uploads. Thank you guys for watching the video. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Take it easy.